Crazy, like looking back at a year ago today or around this time, like I was just beginning my senior year of college. And obviously, you know, people knew who we were and people attended our games, but it's obviously not on the magnitude that it is now.
Yeah.
So like life just changes fast, but that's what makes it fun and cool. And, you know, quickly started a new chapter of my life.
Ever thought Caitlin Clark's biggest challenge wasn't on the court, but in the locker room? Her greatest win wasn't about breaking records, but about creating connections. In a podcast interview, Caitlin shared the reality of her rookie season, the struggles, the lessons, and what she really thinks of her teammates.
You come in as a rookie and like you said, like you're trying to figure out a new environment, new teammates. Like you don't want to say too much. You don't want to say...
From sophomore Aliyah Boston to her closest ally Lexi Hull, and veterans like Kelsey Mitchell and Erica Wheeler, her honest words might just change how you see the Indiana Fever. On a podcast, Caitlin didn't hold back about the struggles of being a rookie. She talked about feeling stuck. Should she take the lead or just blend in?
Game, and then you're playing right away.
Yeah.
You know, one of my coaches early on in my career said, you know, your rookie year is always so hard because you're in a new city, you're in a new place, you're with a new team, new coaches. There's so much that's not part of the routine that you're so used to. And you had that as like magnified. Picture.
The locker room wasn't just a space for pep talks. It was where she wrestled with finding her role. But in the chaos, something clicked. The fast-paced rhythm of the WNBA kept her moving. "It's like I never really closed the college chapter," she said. "It just ended so fast. But maybe that's a good thing. You don't have time to sit and dwell."
Or be someone. So it's hard. Like you're trying to get your feet wet, but also not do too much. And I think that's kind of what I struggled in early on is like, I don't know what to say. I don't know how to say it. I don't know how they're going to read.
Clark's squad, Aliyah Boston, Kelsey Mitchell, and Lexi Hull. These aren't just players filling up the roster. They're the heartbeat of the Indiana Fever. Together, they're building something special. But let's not kid ourselves, it wasn't a smooth ride from day one.
But also, like, I had a lot of really good vets around me too, so I feel very grateful for that. And we had a fairly young team too, so like people had been through it fairly recently, so they knew how I felt. But like I feel like that definitely is a huge challenge, and that goes for whatever professional sport. Like you're trying to learn, but also people are looking at you like you got to perform and like be what they drafted you to be. And
let's roll back to one of Caitlin Clark's early practices with Aliyah Boston. Things didn't exactly start off smoothly. A simple miscommunication could have derailed everything. But instead of falling apart, it became the foundation for something incredible. Over time, Caitlin and Aliyah built a connection on the court that feels almost effortless, especially in their pick-and-roll plays. It's like they're operating on the same wavelength. So, what's the secret to this dynamic duo? It's not flashy tricks or instant chemistry. It's good old repetition and trust. Early in the season, Caitlin only had 17 assists to Aliyah across 13 games. But by the last 14, that number jumped to 54. That's not just improvement. It's a whole new level of understanding between two players who figured out how to bring the best out of each other. Caitlin herself has praised Aliyah's consistency and support, calling her a true anchor for the team.
She just brings a spark and a tenacity about her that, you know, maybe we weren't always getting on the defensive end, and she's just willing to do whatever it takes for this team, and it's helped our defense improve a lot. So I think offensively and defensively, we've taken a step forward, and, you know, that's kind of what the coaches challenged us in going into that break too.
Let's rewind.
And then there's Kelsey Mitchell. Her initial reaction to Caitlin joining the team. Let's just say it wasn't all smiles and high fives. Kelsey was used to playing isolation basketball and didn't seem too keen on sharing the ball. But something shifted after the Olympic break. The two of them started talking, sharing goals, and actually building a bond.
Whether it's anybody on the team, sorry. Like, she just wants the best for every single person. She's such a positive, like, light in our locker room. She's a great voice. She's always there, whether things are great or whether things aren't as great. Like, she's just a very consistent person in our locker room. She's been somebody that's been really helpful throughout my rookie year, obviously having gone through it just a year ago. And I think you can tell our chemistry is really coming along, and a lot of that has just been developed through games. So the more practice that we get together, only the better it's going to get. But I'm really, like, thankful for her.
Bigger than stats and highlights, Caitlin's presence has changed the entire vibe of the Fever. It's no longer just a team. It feels like a family. Caitlin has grown beyond just being a rookie. She's become the glue holding the Fever together. This group has gone from overcoming early struggles to breaking barriers and creating something truly special. They've shown the league that they're not just individual talents, they're a unit with one goal: to win it all. But it's not just the big names pulling this team together. The veterans in the locker room have played a massive role in Caitlin's journey. Players like Tammy Fagbenley, Erica Wheeler, and Grace Berger have been her rock. Imagine Caitlin, new to the league, walking into an unfamiliar locker room. That's when Erica Wheeler stepped up, offering her guidance and support like a big sister. Caitlin credits her for helping her navigate the ups and downs of her first year. Having someone who truly has your back, that's rare, Caitlin said, and she doesn't take it for granted. Beyond the court, these connections run deep. Picture Caitlin and her teammates unwinding after practice, sharing laughs and creating bonds that go beyond basketball. Even Bentley, who's no longer with the team, left a lasting mark on Caitlin. Bentley was there for Caitlin during the most challenging moments of her rookie year, and when she left, it hit Caitlin hard. Then there's Grace Berger. Their relationship has an interesting backstory. In college, they were fierce rivals, battling it out in Big Ten matchups. Grace was a star in her own right, but when they joined forces on the Fever, things started to click. Grace admits it was a little awkward at first, but their shared hunger to win brought them together. Now they're working toward the same goal and it's paying off. Caitlin's first year in the WNBA wasn't just about setting records or proving herself on the court. It was about the people she met and the relationships she built. For her, it's the moments of laughter, the advice from veterans, and the camaraderie that stand out the most. The relationships are what make this all worth it, Caitlin said. It's about the team, the connections, and the family we're creating. Caitlin's leadership isn't about hogging the spotlight. It's about helping her teammates grow. She wants to see them succeed, score more, and build confidence in themselves. That's what being a leader means to her. And she's optimistic about what the Fever can achieve. We just need to keep trusting each other and putting in the work, she said. As she looks to her second season, Caitlin's focus is clear. She's eager to strengthen her bond with the team and build on what they've started. Her rookie year was just the beginning. Next season, Caitlin is ready to take her leadership to another level and help the Fever aim even higher. And let's not forget the new head coach, Stephanie White, who has big plans for this team. "We're here to hang a championship banner," she said boldly. The Fever aren't just playing to compete, they're building something extraordinary. With Caitlin leading the way, this team has its sights set on greatness.